Well, welcome back to Street Talk with Sarah and William and our garden updates. So, the last video I showed you all the planters in the deck. This time we're going to take a look at my vegetable garden. So, let's get started. So, in this pot planter, self-watering planter, I have my grape tomatoes, which are these right here. I have lots of clusters of those. Have some little aromas down here. And then my favorite slicing tomato are celebrity tomatoes, and they are right here. This year they were getting rid of some plants at work, so I am trying out some purple cauliflower this year. I already harvested one head. It was very unique. Tasted like cauliflower, a little more kind of like a cabbage flavor, I think. And then I also have this head here that I need to harvest. Then I have my 2 plants of Brussels sprouts, and if you look underneath the leaves, let's go down, you see the Brussels sprouts forming there. I have been applying dipple dust to my Brussels sprouts and cauliflower to keep the cabbage loppers off of them. And looking here is what my big project has been for the summer. Is I cleared out all the rocks in this area here. So it's like 13 feet by like 3¼ feet of ugly pointing landscaping rocks. And I was just tired of leaping over them. So I took the rocks out, took the weed barrier out that was here, and then I laid in pavers. And then we just put some different treadable plants in here. So let's take a look at what I have. So I do have some milkweed here. And then we planted in some ice plant and moss roses in here. Right down here I have some creeping phlox, Irish moss, and then some woolly thyme. And so I staggered the woolly thyme and Irish moss throughout the pavers. And it's just been a beautiful addition to our landscaping here. Heading over this way, we got this giant spirea, which someday I kind of hope to get rid of. We brought out our lemon tree that we had inside the house. Wasn't doing very good at the end of the winter season in the house. And the only leaves that were left on it were these giant ones right here. So it has really rebudded nicely outside. We got a peony, and we got some irises and geraniums. Then I have a butterfly bush right over here next to my little cat and girl statue. And here's the peony that I took from our family farm last spring. And then I have some more vegetables over here. Right here I have a cucamelon, which is a cucumber. And the fruit looks like tiny little watermelon. And let's see if I can find one. Oh, there we go. Got my first little cucamelon there. They don't get really big, probably about the size of like first couple knuckles on my finger here. Here I also have a ground cherry that, I don't know, some creatures really been loving eating. So that's right here. So it's kind of like in the gooseberry family, also kind of like a tomatillo. Then I got some free sweet corn from work, so we planted that up. And I do have some ears of corn. So right down there you can see the silk of one of the ears. And then over here I just have my cucumber plant. And I'm starting to see some flowers in here, so hopefully soon we'll start getting some cucumbers. Then also what we did was take some of the rocks I moved from the patio and then brought them over here and planted summer crush hydrangea in here. And I got this free from work because somebody returned it because they weren't happy with it, but it's doing wonderfully here at my place. Okay, so let's head back over towards the patio. So we're back onto the patio and we'll take a look at the rest of the vegetables I have. So I have a cantaloupe. Then I have a couple different peppers. This one right here, you can see the pepper there. It is called candy cane, so that should be interesting. I have a couple jalapenos and then one other bell pepper. Then we also have another slicing tomato here, which is a super fantastic. And then this one right here, which I'm really excited to give a try, is called Sugar Rush. So it's a yellowy orange grape tomato, and it is flowering, and I think I do have a couple little tomatoes right over here. Well, anyways, thanks for taking a look at my vegetable garden with me, my paver walkway from the patio to the yard. And until next time, this was Sarah from Straight Talk with Sarah and William.